Hello, hello. We're here for event 2, last chance qualifier. Uh you can see our bracket here on screen. We got our first taste of our new Swiss format here. A little extended. Because, well, just want to really get the true feel of this. So we got 5 rounds here. We have 8 cars in our last chance qualifier. These cars, we're in the bubble of our wildcard event. They were not in the last 8 positions. They were just above that. Not close enough to qualify straight into our main event. But they'll be fighting it out here to see who will be. We have 5 spots remaining in our main event for event 2. And we'll be filling those tonight. So the bottom 3 cars will be eliminated. And this will also just give a nice little feel to how our Swiss main event is going to go. Or the first time we're doing a Swiss event. So see how things go. These are wildcard cars, though. So, a little bit of variability here with performance. But we're going to give it a real nice test run here tonight. Let's take a look at our first racers, which are the Chevy Nova and Cadillac CN. I realized I had the wrong sound output there, which is strange because I could have sworn I had the right one. But I think we're all good now. I think I was still there. It's just the music wasn't there. Well, fix that. So our first match here is going to be the Chevy Nova versus the Cadillac CN. Chevy Nova, a newcomer for event 2, and Cadillac CN is one of our event 1 wildcard 8 cars. We had 8 cars come from our event 1 main event that we're looking for redemption. We call them the redemption crew. And unfortunately, not much redemption happening here for the Cadillac CN as he is in this last chance qualifier. But still a chance to make our main bracket. And I think he is one of the top competitors out of this set. A very good chance of making it. The Chevy Nova, pretty inconsistent car, as most muscle cars are on our track, unfortunately. But he can get some laps in when he gets a good opportunity. Let's get this one underway. First of all, we are doing a new piece to Event 2 here, where we are having a previous top performer come back and be our source of truth, our track testing to make sure we are all good as far as speed goes on the track. And tonight's, it is, as you saw, Nerve Hammer Red, our Event 1 a quality performing car. Oh. Well, not so quality there, but you can see the track is running somewhat smoothly here. One last go. Yeah, he's getting around just fine, and that tells me that we are ready to go for this race. You may see Nerve Hammer again periodically as we make sure our race is up to standards. Get the first one underway. Our first replay review of the night. The rule is here, you got to make the first charger and 2 corners properly. Past that point, though, that red charger is up for grabs. Let's see what happens here with the Nova. He flipped before the red charger, so we are going to do a round 1 restart. Clean lap here. Unfortunately, they both kind of stopped at the same time in this lap. Take a look at the replay and see if we can find this round went to anyone. All right. Nova with a fast start here. Both with a clean start. And unfortunately, really both stopping at the same point here. I'm leaning towards the Nova on that one, but I really can't say for certain if he was the first to stop. We are going to restart round 1. Having a couple of restarts here. Every once in a while, we'll get a good one, but keep going. We do have a rule if you miss 5 starts and your opponent gets 5 good starts, that is a round win. So right now, for example, Chevy Nova is on 1. This clears if anyone, if there's both have a false start, the opposite car has a false start. It's a give and take. So keep that in mind, but we are still in round 1 here. And we got a winner for round 1. It's the Cadillac CN. I will mention right now, these are best of 3. The Nova, it's a lot of speed, but hits that purple charger and slams out. CN soon to follow at the red charger. But moving on to round 2, CN is in front and is looking for the match. And that will be match point. The Cadillac CN is moving on with a win in the first round here of our Swiss. You can see it was a clean start for both cars, but unfortunately for the Nova, he flips. That means the CN is your race winner. Next car is on track. On the left, the car that has what looks like a 63. It's really a 39. On its top is called Aurora. And on the right, we have the Mustang GT convertible. I think both cars coming in here, pretty good chance of stuff. Aurora had a very shaky first round with another car. They both really couldn't get it going, but then Aurora's second round in the wild card was much better out of nowhere, so who knows. The Mustang just kind of inconsistent. He's a good, fast car, but not always staying on the track, so let's get going. False start from the Mustang here. Restart round one. All right, just because we are on it, that is the third double false start. We have a double false start rule too. This is a very rare one. If both cars consecutively have 5 false starts, we go to a race off for the round. For the round? I'm not sure. I think it might be the match. Yeah, I think the match. We would do a race off for the match because that just indicates that we have 2 underperforming cars. And what happens then, we start here, and we do 1-by-1 lap counting. And so these guys have 2 more tries, otherwise we will be moving the match into that format. Finally get a clean start. And unfortunately, I believe it is Mustang with the win. I say unfortunately because the Aurora was getting more starts. The Mustang really hadn't gotten anywhere. Aurora did have a couple misfires here and there. Gets a good start here. Mustang also good start. And he is still moving after the Aurora. Aurora flips. And round 1 is the Mustang. Mustang starts round 2. I believe we have a reverse situation. Looks like a clean start from both racers here. And Mustang flips coming off the red Charger. Aurora stays on track and actually slams him off. Yep. Boom. Get out of there. Aurora takes round 2. We're going to match point for both cars. Round 3. It's all down to this. A clean start, and Mustang has won the round. He's won the round and the match here on finally at least somewhat of a decent race from these two. Both getting a pretty good... I think they both got a clean lap, which is amazing for these two. Yeah. Oh, Aurora, kind of a clean lap. But Mustang keeps it on track, and he will be getting the round win. Our next set of racers. On the left, we have a car we're calling Baby Ruth because he has a big Baby Ruth logo on the side. And on the side of our car on the right is the word Shinobi. We're calling that car Shinobi. Yeah, it's tough to tell from this angle. They both have big words on the sides. You have to believe me on this one. Now, I will say, I just realized that that round win for Aurora, that could come into play as something big. So, you know, every round counts, which wasn't the case in all of our previous things. I believe that round win will help Aurora moving forward, depending. But let's get into this one. Just remember, every round is important. Also here from Baby Ruth, Shinobi has been a car that has not been getting around the track very well. So we'll see how this plays out. Again, a false start from Baby Ruth, but Shinobi once again not getting around the track, so it's a tough one. That's a little tough to determine. It was a false start for Baby Ruth. Here, let's go to the replay real quick. So, Baby Ruth does not get a start here. You can see he doesn't even make it all the way to that red Charger. He gets bumped and he comes back around. Bumps Shinobi. Shinobi really was, you know, just a product of Baby Ruth stopped on the track. He had nowhere to go. He just ran into him. That is a false start. We're calling it false start. That is Baby Ruth's fourth false start with Shinobi not having any of those false starts. I will count that last one as he really hadn't... He was still moving, and he hit Baby Ruth. He would have made the Charger. He had a clean start. That means Baby Ruth, if he does not make a clean start here in this round, will forfeit the round to Shinobi. And then we will move on to round two. But he gets a good start here. It's a little close. This happens a lot. I say, hey, it's their fifth round. They can't do it. And they always seem to do it. Which is good because that actually gives them a chance of winning the round at least. All right, so here's the tricky part. He does go off track. Shinobi about the same time. No, Shinobi was already off track before Baby Ruth got to that purple charger. That is the round win to Baby Ruth. We're moving on to round 2. We got a clean start there, and I believe Baby Ruth has just won the match. We'll double-check replay for clean start here on Shinobi, but I believe it was clean. If it is, I believe that is going to be Baby Ruth taking the match with the round 2 victory. Yep, that's clean. He's fell off, but Baby Ruth with the 2-0 here. Just doing a little adjusting there. We have had to make a little switch with our up next camera between races here. Just need to do a little adjusting. We got a BMW Z3 on the left and Taxi on the right. This is an interesting matchup. I believe Taxi might be a McDonald's car, but an older McDonald's car in that he has a pretty good set of wheels and a good base. He's not entirely plastic like some of the newer McDonald's cars. So he's coming in. Weird body. Still kind of that cheap plastic body, but he performed really well in our wildcard, actually, I think. Obviously not beating any, not making major, He didn't stay in and make major movement, but I think he competed well against his opponents. We had the BMW Z3, a pretty good convertible car. We had a bunch of convertibles come in. Both these guys new from Event 2 qualifiers. And, yeah, we'll mention that the Cadillac CN we're in our first round there. Coming from a Redemption crew, Event 1. He is the only one here from that crew. Everyone else is new from the Event 2 qualifiers. So, let's get this last one underway, and then we have to see who's up next. So there will be nobody in the up next for right now. That may have been a clean start. Let's take a look. So, as I mentioned before, clean starts. You got to make it those first 2 corners well. You have to have a good charger hit, too. You're not slowing down. It's good, though. That's good. That's just a poor charger hit for the BMW on the red charger, and that is past the point of no return. So that is a round win to Taxi. Moving on to round 2. False start for the BMW restart. Round 2. Couple of false starts here, still in round 2. Taxi did have a couple false starts there, so we are at 1 false start again for BMW. Remember, 5 false starts with your opponent getting 5 clean starts is a round loss, but we continue on. What? Okay, so I was literally going to pick BMW up because I just figured he flipped, it's over, he didn't get the charger. And then as I was going to do that, he did this. What? Oh my gosh, what was that? He did like a full cartwheel and somehow got in the charger. Amazing, honestly. Unfortunately, I will say that's a false start for him. And they also had a hit in their first crossover, which is also a no-no in the rules. So we will restart the round, but what a move by the Z3. That does put the Z3 currently at 4 false starts. He gets 1 more. It is going to, this round and match will be going to Taxi. And it is going to be Taxi. Moving on. It's not my favorite way to end a race, I will admit, but sometimes it's necessary. We just got to keep this thing going. You know, I can't spend all night doing restarts. So, this will be a 2-0 victory for Taxi. All right, we're going to take a little pause here to line up our next set and to do a track integrity check real quick. Nerve hammer coming back out. See how things are going. We are still operating well. Nerve hammer, not a perfect car, of course, but he did prove to be a pretty consistent race car during our event 1. Same move. But the track looks good. I am just going to turn the chargers off for the time being. Be right back with the next sets. Well, I said it would be short. That's it. Our next race up, it's going to be Aurora versus Shinobi. I'm not going to get into too many specifics from, as we go on here, but, we'll say Aurora performing about as expected. Shinobi underperforming, I would say. He has had trouble in the past during the wildcard, also making those laps. He's a very wide front body. You can see how square he is in that front. It's very low. Problem with that on this track is the corners. Corners really don't bode well for those cars. He may have just gotten a good couple laps. Sometimes that can happen. I think he really needs very clean laps to making it well around here. And I don't know if he's going to be able to get that. But, again, continue on here. Next round. Looks like that one may be going to Aurora. Check the replay. Oh, that is not the replay. What the? Okay, just verifying the replay was still operating. Oh my, what is happening? Why did it suddenly go to... Oh, because I was watching the other replay. Never mind. So, a replay scene kind of bugged out. That was a strange one because usually it works fine, but it usually doesn't bug like that. That's a weird bug. Anyway, Aurora is going to get the round victory. I did see what I saw. My concern was Shinobi making a clean start, but I believe he did since he hit the second charger. Kind of hard not to make a clean start if that happens, unless you're flipped over. And I don't think he was flipped over at that point. So Aurora gets round 1, moving to round 2. Okay, a bunch of false starts there for round 2. I will mention, though, Shinobi finally made a clean lap. He made it to the purple charger. It is possible. So that's good to know. We're still restarting round 2, though. Unfortunately, this was a clean start. So even though I hyped him up with that single lap, the replay is not going. Even though I hyped him up with the single lap, Shinobi wasn't able to perform there. He wrecks in the yellow corner. Aurora will take the round. We'll replay woes some more, but maybe I missed the button on that one. That's my thinking because it didn't do anything, and it worked fine this time. Anyway, hopefully these bugs will go away. But your winner here will be Aurora with a 2-0 victory versus Shinobi. Shinobi's going to look for some more of those clean laps. He is probably well at the bottom of the bracket now. He's going to claw his way back up if he wants to be in those top 5 spots. Next up, we have the Chevy Nova and the BMW Z3. Chevy Nova, just when he gets it going, he's very fast. A little too fast for the track. But he has trouble with starts, and so is the case for Z3. A false start loss in the first round. Hopefully he can get his starts together. He is a pretty decent car if he gets his laps going. Let's get it underway. That's an interesting one. Oh, the replay's gonna work. Let's go. All right. Okay, this is an interesting one. What I thought was going to be possibly a false start for the BMW, he did not. Chevy Nova gets a good start, but Rex and the BMW did make it. I'm going to give him the round win there because I can't say he false started. He was just a little slow. And he didn't zoom off track. He was still moving. We're going to round 2. BMW up 1. Saw some good laps from the Z3, but unfortunately false start from the Nova. We restart round 2. Two false starts on the Nova now. Screaming. Look how fast that car can go. Unfortunately, false start from the BMW here. We're reset. But we are doing round 2 again. Clean start from both, and they're still both on track. It is going to be the Nova. All right, finally, this is gotta be the longest race of the night. These guys are well into this last chance qualifier, that's for sure. Both with a great start, and they even get to lap 2. BMW catches the edge, though. Falls off track, and the Nova continues on. We are tied 1-1 going into the final round. Any cars win here. A couple more false starts, of course, because this is the LCQ. Still in round 3. Oh boy, I don't know what happened to these two, but boy, they're having trouble getting them going this time. Still restarting round 3. Oh, and we finally have a clean start, and the Nova, unfortunately, flips, and the round is going to BMW. Yeah, a lot of false starts here between these two for this round 3. Finally, Nova gets a good clean start, though. Unfortunately, hits the red charger and flips in the yellow corner. BMW continuing onward. BMW wins the round 2-1. The Cadillac CN and Taxi are up next. I think these are two pretty even competitors. Probably going to be making it through this LCQ, my prediction-wise. But it'll be interesting to see who can win this one out. False start from the Taxi. CN looking dominant. Couple more false starts. We're still in round 1. Finally, a clean start from both. I believe that's going to go to the CN. I think Taxi is the first one to stop moving here. He gets hung up on the wall, and yes, he was stopped before CN even flipped. CN takes round 1, moving to round 2. Another clean start here. Oh, that might have been Taxi. Is very close. Thought that was going to go a little longer, if I'm being honest. But both cars do meet their end here pretty close together. Let's see who actually is stopping first. Oh, I'm going to have to give that to Taxi. He was still on track. CN had flipped. It's 1-1 as we go into the final tiebreaker match. It's a clean start here, and CN will be taking the match victory. A quick, good start from both. Unfortunately for Taxi, he gets hung up on the wall. And CN was still moving at the time. CN does fly off the track, but Cadillac CN will have a 2-1 victory in this match. Round 2's final match will be between Baby Ruth on the left and the Mustang GT convertible on the right. The Baby Ruth with the victory in first round 2-0. Mustang did have to fight against Aurora to get a 2-1. That's why we're here seeing these two face off. Let's get it going. Clean start as Baby Ruth with the round win. This was a good one. I thought it might have been a false start at first, but they both got through. Mustang just unable to keep speed. Limps it over the jump, but fails to continue. It's Baby Ruth with a wild start, honestly. Mustang just trouble there. And Baby Ruth rights him, but so too late. He is stopped on track. Baby Ruth will take round 1. Moving to round 2 now. Good start here, and again, Baby Ruth hangs on. We had a false start in between there from the Mustang. Baby Ruth showing dominance on the track. And unfortunately, once again, the Mustang, at his own peril, is off track here at the Purple Charger. Baby Ruth still moving, although almost doesn't make the Purple Charger, but still moving there. And that means your winner. Round 2 here versus these two. It's Baby Ruth. Let's get a look at that side of that car so you can understand the... Yeah, you can see. That's why we call the car Baby Ruth. This is a huge Baby Ruth on the side. Let's take a little look at our bracket as we get mid-match here. We're about to head into round 3 of 5. And as you can see, we've had some good racing Surprisingly, a lot of 2-0s. Only a 3 2-1s, it looks like. Let's start with the Nova. Nova, he's got 2 losses. He does have 1 round victory. Cadillac CN, he has 2 victories, both a 2-0 and a 2-1. We got Aurora with a round loss and a round win. We've got the Mustang GT convertible with a round win and a round loss as well. Baby Ruth coming out strong here with 2 2-0 victories, I believe, currently leading as far as this Swiss bracket goes. Shinobi probably at the bottom bracket, on the other hand, as he has 2 losses, both with 0 round wins. Got the BMW Z3, he had a round loss and a round win. And Taxi, who has had he's also at 1 win, 1 loss, but he does have 1 round win in his loss. So, looking good there. Got sort of a mixture in the middle. We got 1 high car, Baby Ruth, and 1 low car, Shinobi. Shinobi has to pull out, I believe, probably 3 wins here to even make top 5. And Baby Ruth can kind of just coast through. I think top 5 probably secure just with these 2 victories based on how the bracket's going. We are going to be getting our next sets set up, so hang tight for just a moment. Back to the track and do a little track integrity check. Oh my gosh. With Nerve Hammer, who I couldn't find. He's been hiding under the back of the track the entire round. Nerve Hammer here to help us make sure the track is still in good shape as far as racing goes. If he can make it around the track, well, any car really should be able to, in theory. And he's looking pretty good. So we are still at good track integrity for the time being. Continuing on to our next race. It's Taxi and Aurora. Both these cars, I believe, are sitting at 1 win, 1 loss. Right? I think so. So, here we go. Not a clean start there. I thought it was going to be. But Aurora does not make the red charger. We restart round 1. We got a race on our hands here. It's going to be Aurora with the round 1 win. Unfortunately, we had a little replay bug there. We were going to have to reset. But it was Aurora with the win. Stuck in some horrible loop there. I don't know what was happening. Couldn't get to my main scene at all. It just wouldn't let me. I had to go to a different scene first. I don't know what the heck was happening. I think we're good now. Aurora with round 1. Moving to round 2. I'll start from Taxi. Restart round 2. Oh, we got a couple more false starts there. We're still in round 2. There we go. And it's Aurora once again beating out Taxi. Oh, and the replay's back. We're back. Aurora taking round 2 and the full 2-0 victory here. Good start from both, but Taxi again with a hang-up coming out of the yellow corners, similar to the previous round he had against the Cadillac CN. Up next is the Mustang GT convertible versus the Z3. Let's get it underway. We have got to start. I will check replay here. It was a bit strange. It wasn't a perfect start, that's for sure. It was a little awkward, but I believe that is a start. Z3 again with a bit of a slow start. He's done this in the past. Yeah. He almost launched off track. He kept it on, and that means Z3 does get the victory here in this round one. Round two coming up. And the opposite. Big launch for the Z3 off the track. Let's make sure this start is clean. It is. Z3 literally just ejected off the map. And it will be round two to the Mustang GT. Round three deciding factor for these two. False start there from the Mustang. Restart round three. Smash, smash. But we restart round three. False start once again. And it's a good start from these two, and Z3 hangs on for the victory. Both with a good start here, but unfortunately the Mustang, the bad purple Charger hit, flies out. Z3 hangs on for the victory. Our next race is Shinobi on the left versus the Chevy Nova on the right. Both cars pretty inconsistent. Shinobi really must win here if you want to have any chance at making it through this LCQ. Let's see how it goes. All-star restart round 1. Pausing for a little replay review of that last one. Nova missed the first 2. Shinobi did make it. This would be... it's clean. Okay, so with our 5 false start rule, if Shinobi gets 2 clean starts here, and the Nova cannot get a start, that will be Shinobi with the round win. He's got 2 more chances, though. Let's keep going. I again must review. I know it's a little strange, seeing as it's another false start. I have to make sure Shinobi didn't get a false start, because if he did, the counter is reset. Oh, he does. That was a false start from Shinobi. He flipped. That means the counter is back to 0. And we restart round 1. Clean slate. Finally a clean start from the from the Nova, but they both crashed same spot, and that is a restart round 1. Clean start, and Shinobi hangs on. He's done it. He's got his first round victory of the night. He doesn't make the lap, but he doesn't flip over. The Nova, on the other hand, unable to control coming out of the yellow corner. And it's all over. He flips. It's over. Shinobi still moving. And we'll go into round 2. My gosh. These two proving to be a problem. They are being very problematic right now. I just want to see if anybody maybe... Let's check this one. Wow, what a flip from the Nova. Pretty cool trick there, but unfortunately they both wreck in the same spot. I have to just continue round 2, restarting. Struggle bus. I get square one. Well, of course, the Nova finally gets a clean start. Shinobi doesn't. We're still trying to get through round 2 here. This is a tough one. All right, replay review here. See, we're making me tired. They crash in the same corner, same spot. We're still in round 2, unfortunately. Oh, we're restarting round 2. They crashed again in the same damn corner. Oh, good. I still got it. Okay, hold on. The false start from both. Okay. Never mind. Let me continue. Round 2 still going. They can't sync up their clean runs. We're still in round 2. Shinobi's at 3 clean starts, 3 faults from Nova. Nova finally gets a start. It's the same old story. There it is. I think Nova just won the round. I was just out of it. I was just putting them. Holy, this was like the testing round for this rule. Oh my gosh. Nova. It's a clean start. Nova was still moving. He is winner. Round 2. We're moving to round 3. It's match point. Oh my god, if these two can please get a start this time. Or at least get, you know. Ooh, boy. I think it's going to be a restart, unfortunately. Reason being, Shinobi actually got a false start here. He wasn't going to make the red charger without the Nova's help. He was... I don't think so. Basically, Nova ran into him before even getting a start, so that's not really something we're going to do. Restart round 3. It just keeps getting weirder. I think this is technically a same corner crash. Not as dramatic because Shinobi didn't flip over, but... Yep, we're restarting round 3. No way, Shinobi's done it. You know, I'd be a little perturbed about this one because I think Nova is the better car. But honestly, at this point, they both are kind of bad. So it's fine. I'm happy the round's just over. Yep. Clean start from both. Shinobi stays on track. I don't think the guy can make a lap, but, you know, it happens. We are going to do a track integrity check here after this, but Shinobi staying in it for now. There's a chance he could still be top 5 and move on to our main event. You guys were out there a while, so let's get Nerf Hammer out here. Yeah, I think we're still good. He seems to be getting around. It's definitely going to be time to change batteries after this last one, but for now, we've got our final match, which should go so much faster. It's Baby Ruth and Cadillac CN, probably top performers here tonight, up against each other. Let's get it going. Got a good start, and unfortunately, CN meets his doom. Catches an edge, and Baby Ruth will Rin counter up to 1. Win round 1. Moving on to round 2. I'll start here from CN. Restart round 2. Another clean start. What was that? All right, this was a weird one. I think I might count it as a tie. Baby Ruth was stopping movement, and he was behind CN. They both had issues. You can see the CN hit the jump wrong, and Baby Ruth was already in distress coming over it. So I am going to count that as restart for these two in round 2. It's a clean round here, and Cien gets this one. We're moving to round 3, match point between the two. Oh, and it is going to be Baby Ruth with the match victory. These two just having trouble keeping those wheels on that track. But Cien, with a poor first corner, is the downfall. There it is. He's on the wall, and he's out of there. Baby Ruth also ends up wrecking, but we'll get the victory here. We're going to be going into a short break. We're going to get some new batteries in the chargers. And we're going to get back for our last 2 rounds to decide which of these 8 cars will be moving on to our main event. Stay tuned. Coming back in. All right, we're in round 4 now. Got most story of the racing behind us. Interesting third round as 2 cars once again are at 2 and 1 or 1 and 2. Let's see. So what we looked at in our first round was Shinobi being the bottom car with pro round victories. And he comes back and gets not only a round victory, but a match win here. Round 3 could keep him in the competitive standings. Now, on the opposite side, we have Baby Ruth solidifies their victory further with another victory in round 3, almost guaranteeing. I think it, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this guarantees Baby Ruth as one of the 5 cars. Because even with 2 losses, still at 3 and 2. That's pretty dang good. He does lose 1 round victory to Cadillac CN, but maintains 3 victories across the board. The rest are mixed in definitely quite a bit here. Chevy Nova not looking great. Track in general. I think he's up to 3 losses. Oh yeah, Chevy Nova also had 2 losses. Round 1 and 2. But he did get a round win. He also got a round win here in round 3. That puts him very close. Nobi, though. Nobi just got a round win. Tired, like a match win. He also had no other... he had no other round. I think the Nova's at the bottom right now, but that could change. I don't know who our third is. That's the question. Those, I think, have got to step up. They want to make this main bracket. Remember that there is 3 cars who will not make the bracket out of these 8. Currently, it seems like it's going to be Shinobi and the Chevy Nova, but really anyone's at stake here. Baby Ruth, solid. The rest of the cars, though? I don't know. Let's go to our next round. Round 4. First up, we've got Mustang GT Convertible and coming off his first win, Shinobi. 2 very different cars here. The Mustang looking very strong, fast. Shinobi might have a little advantage here. He just got new batteries in the track, which means he'll get a little bit more speed than he's used to getting. That could be bad for the GT, who has been relying on sort of this mid-range speed to carry without, a lot of misfires on the start. Let's get it going. Now that's an interesting one. I believe it's going to go to Shinobi. We have a clean start from both cars here. Mustang flying down the track goes off on the orange corner, which is an odd one. Usually the orange corner, not a one. Oh yeah, he clips the sidewall. Shinobi does stay on the track, and he actually... yeah, he was the last one moving. Shinobi wins round 1. Unexpected, but here we go to round 2. I'm going to call that as a false start on Shinobi. He was moving so slowly that the Mustang basically caught up with him. Restart round 2. I'll start here from the Mustang. Again, Shinobi causing shenanigans. This one's a bit weird. It's a little closer. They don't touch. But I think I might rule another false start on Shinobi because he slows down so much. The Mustang gets stuck behind him. Yeah, I'm going to rule restart on this one just because it is the Mustangs to lose, and it's a weird start. So I'm going to try to separate these two out a little more on the start, and let's get a round 2 restart going. Better here, and they both make the Charger. Shinobi with the round and match victory. The new Charger batteries doing him justice here. He gets a nice lap. Unfortunately, the Mustang out of his own element. He even had space this time. Just can't do it. He wrecks out of the purple Charger there. Shinobi continues on. You may be saying, hey, this doesn't seem like a good thing to have these variable speed changes. And to that I say, I don't like it, but it is part of our racing. That is why we have Nerve Hammer come on the track every once in a while and prove that a car can get around just fine. But this does prove a little variability for some other cars like Shinobi. They get some good charging speed. They work a little bit better. Mustang GT, a little too much speed. He's clipping corners a little more. But, you know, it's just luck of the time, draw, whatever you want to call it. Shinobi does win the round. Our next race is the Chevy Nova and Taxi. Chevy Nova really needs to get a round victory here if he wants to stay competitive. I think he's going to need 2 round victories, and that's only really a chance for him. So tough hill to climb here. Taxi sort of mid-pack, I believe, at this point. Looking also for a round win. Both, but pretty wild out here. Replay review. Pretty sure Nova flipped here, but I just want to be sure. Was a flip, we restart round 1 again. That was second false start from Nova, though. An odd one. Nope, Nova was flipped. He just ended up flipping back over. We're still in round 1 here. I'm checking the false start for Nova here. We're having trouble as usual with the Chevy Nova. He is not wanting to get going. A lot of flipping. Really not a car ready for this, I don't think. Yep, he flipped again. Well, he's up to 2 fires. Taxi can keep it on track for 3 more. So here's an instance where the car blocks the track. I think I'm going to make a little side note. Footnote rule. The car has a false start and blocks the track. That is a false start only from them. The other car, unless they flip, if they're still wheels on the track, that means that on their own accord. If they run into them, let's just make the rule if they run into them. If you run into the other car on restart, it's like a false start. That's their false start. Honestly, even if they, basically a collision in the, So he's at 4. That means Chevy Nova has one last shot here, or Taxi will get the round victory. Oh gosh, of course he gets a start. We have reset Taxi now at 1 false start. Well, Taxi wrecked on that start, so we're back at square one. Still trying to get round one here. I'll start again from Nova. Taxi does make a clean start there. Because we're at that stage, I gotta verify that Nova had a clean start here just to make sure we are resetting. Otherwise, he will have 2 false starts. He's just becoming a false start nation right now. That was a clean start from him, though. This is just like the Shinobi one. Drac is running very fast, as you can see. That is not helping the Nova. We gotta win. We finally get a clean start from both cars here. And a round win goes to Taxi. Finally, round one is complete for these two. Good gosh, it took a lot of restarts. Oh, it's clean enough. I don't care. Sorry, Nova, but that was clean. It was clean. He was close enough. If he flips at that point, I don't care. That's too many false starts over the span of his career here. That was clean. It looked a little shaky, but clean enough. So, Taxi round one win. Nova can still come back. He just has to win the next 2 rounds. Interchanging false starts there, and we're still looking for round 2. All right, since this is going so long, I'm going to look at the point in the yellow corner where each car fell, and whoever went the furthest in the yellow corner here, victor of the round. All right. He's pre-black tape. Oh, gosh, it's the same point. Oh, all right, restart round 2. Again, checking yellow corner position, but it looked about the same. There. Nope, that's going to Nova. Round 2 to Nova. He made it further. All right, moving to round 3. It's match point for these two cars. I'm at a loss for words at this point, still in round 3. Oh my gosh, Taxi with the actual victory. Let's go. I'm not even that hyped up about Taxi. This was actually a race. There was a race on the track. It's been like 20 minutes. Okay, here we go. We start. Brutal start for both cars. Taxi almost misses the Charger. And then a flip Charger for the Nova. And Taxi continues on. He is last moving on the track. He is the match victor. A grueling, lengthy race for these two. Taxi finally takes it home. Nova most likely looking at being eliminated from this last chance qualifier. We're finally moving on to our next race. It is the BMW Z3 and the Cadillac Sienne. Both mid-pack runners, I'd say, at this point. This is a crucial match for both these cars. A good start for both cars, and oh, what a slam! It will be the Cadillac Sienne with round one win. And he slams into the stopped Z3. They both go flying off into the yellow corner. Yep, but the Z3 had stopped movement first, so the Cadillac will win round one. Round two. A false start here from the Z3. Restart round two. Two false starts for Z3. Restart again. Clean one here, and it will be Sienne taking the round and the match. Both with a good start, but unfortunately the purple Charger problem. The Z3 flips. Gets pushed through by the Sienne, but he'd already stopped movement. That means Cadillac Sienne the 2-0 victory over the BMW. Moving to our last race of round four. It's Baby Ruth versus Aurora. Let's get it underway. This one's going to Baby Ruth. Aurora flies off after hitting the red charger on lap 1. Out of there. Baby Ruth looking strong as ever. Trying to, I think, just solidify the win here. Besides making, the cut of top 5, we are also using the rankings as their seeds going into our main event. So it is crucial that he keeps this pace up going to round 2 now. Clean start from both. Aurora skips the purple charger. Oh, and this time it doesn't work out. So Aurora literally skipped over the purple charger, I think, on the first lap there. Check this out. They get the first one. This right here, Aurora just misses that charger entirely, but has so much speed, keeps going. Unfortunately, next time around, again misses it. Baby Ruth will win this 2-0 victory. It was closer than it seemed, but Baby Ruth continuing dominance in this bracket. Give us just a moment here as we set up for our 5th and final round of this tournament. All right, let's get into it. BMW Z3 and Shinobi. It's the final race of every car's night. Shinobi, what an arc. Starting off terribly with 2 immediate losses. Coming back with 2 wins. He's dead even here, looking to solidify his place in the top 5. Z3 has been a mixed bag of... just a mixed bag. I don't know if he has any race victories or match victories. I think he does. He's got at least 1. Don't know if he's had a few losses here, so we'll see if this one goes. And that is the round victory to the BMW. It's interesting that I have kind of expanded the rules during these couple event qualifying races here, the wild card and this. So here's this one. The BMW catches up and crashes into Shinobi. Shinobi moving slowly that he gets hit. Unless both cars continued motion, that would be fine if there was a hit and both just continued on. But since there was a hit and basically stopped all of the momentum for the BMW, Shinobi will lose the round. But good run here. Moving to round 2. Just verifying my starting positions. I did start the BMW first. It's just verifying. That was the way it's supposed to be. Shinobi is starting round 2 first. Shinobi literally hopped off the track. BMW with the round and match victory. I mean, it was a literal hop. Shinobi here just plops it right off the corner. A kind of classic Shinobi move, to be honest. BMW keeps going and will get the victory here. Up next, we've got the Cadillac Sienne and Aurora on their final races here. Cadillac Sienne has looked very good in most of the races so far. Aurora still on sort of a teeter-totter effect where almost getting there, but not quite. So let's see if Aurora can maybe get a win here. Cadillac looking to solidify seeding. Aurora holds on, and I believe that's round victory. Let's see what happens here. It's a little odd because they both had the same place they wrecked, but it was a little deep in the race for such a thing. They both hit this purple and knock out. You know what? Since we don't have anything going so far, I am going to restart the round here. A bit of an odd one since they both hit the same charger and crashed the same point. It was still the first lap as well. This was the end of the first lap, so I think the rule being if they crash the same point first lap, that's kind of fair to restart. Good start here, and Aurora will take the round. Alexian unable to hang on for this one. Aurora able to capitalize on that fact. The end comes off the purple. Oh, off the red and flips here. And Aurora punches into the back. Aurora with round 1 victory, moving to round 2. Oh, and it's Aurora off the track on this one. Cien will be taking a round back. Nope, I'm giving it to Cien. That might have been similar to that first round one, but you know what? Giving it to Cien on this one. It was kind of the one where it's like, you know, they weren't really that close. And it felt like he was still rolling quite a bit, you know, so this one's going to go to the Cien. Could be match for Cien right here. This one's a little different because Aurora wrecks further back than Cien on this one. And Cien was still moving. Cien's still moving here. Aurora has already wrecked. It's over. Fight me. Cien wins the round 2-1. All right. Our next one, second to last race here. We've got Baby Ruth versus Taxi. Baby Ruth looking for the 5-0 Swiss bracket run. Taxi is at a dead even 2-2. This victory or loss could be a crucial factor for the top 5. Clean start and, ooh, a spicy one. So, I believe with the rule of first car stopping the track here, losing. One's going to go to Taxi. Yep. He was still going. He was still on track. He was still moving. Taxi round 1 victory. Baby Ruth in trouble. Oh, no, that's a weird one. I think it's going to go to Baby Ruth because Taxi had crashed. Baby Ruth just ran into Taxi after the fact. Let's check the replay. Pretty wild start for Baby Ruth, too. I'm almost missed it. Oh, he did a flip. He did a barrel roll. What? I'm going to watch that replay again. Hold on. Okay, it is going to be a round victory for Baby Ruth because Taxi did wreck, and Baby Ruth is still moving. Ran into Taxi after the fact. Taxi. Baby Ruth, I was going to say false start, but he won the round with it, and he was fine. He got through he did a barrel roll. He literally did a barrel. And like a really good one. All right. Round 3, it's match point for both cars. A classic Taxi mistake. A classic. Taxi, again, clips the outside edge of the yellow corner coming out. Gets stuck curbside. Baby Ruth will take the round and the match. Yep, that's about the 3rd match I think we've seen him do it. Shunted through. Baby Ruth. Your bracket winner. We already know it. I don't even need to do this. Take the calculator stats, everything out. Nope, it doesn't even happen because he's at 5-0 on the night. And no one else is. Baby Ruth is going to be not only in our main event, but he will win this Swiss round. Got one more race here. And oh gosh, of course, the Chevy Nova is in it. And it's the Mustang GT coming up in 1 second. Okay. Now, this last match does have more implications than I thought. Chevy Nova is literally at 0-4 right now. He has no wins. He does have a couple round wins. He's got no match wins. Now, I thought the Mustang was doing pretty well. He has not been doing well. He's not been doing well at all. He is at 1-3 on the night, which is good. He does have a match victory, but he also has got 3 losses. So he's definitely on the chopping block at that bottom 3. I think it's more crucial for the Mustang here to win than the Nova. Nova, I don't believe, even with the match win, could advance. I think his record is stacked against him at this point. Let's see how it goes down. This is our final race of the night. Hopefully, we won't have a billion restarts, but I'm betting we will because it's Chevy Nova on the track. Oh, an epic first go. Amazingly, Chevy Nova has a start. Unamazingly, he flips. And the Mustang, I believe, has won the round. We will double check, but I think this was a perfectly clean round. See the start from Nova. It is good. He flips, though, and the Mustang just barrels through. It is 1-0 Mustang. Chevy Nova must win next round, or it's all over for him. Classic false start from the Nova. Restart round 2. Replay review on that one. The crucial replay review here. So both got a start, but they both went off in the first corner. This is a very hard place to tell who is where. All right, Mustang shoots straight out of the Charger, and so does Nova. That's a tie. We were restarting round 2. Oh my goodness. What is this? Nova has like 3 starts out of nowhere. I don't know what's happening right now. He's really digging in, I guess trying to get around a victory here at the end of the night. All right, Mustang. Both on track. They hit the purple Charger. Ooh. So he's still on track. He flips. I'm thinking about... I think Nova wins this match. You have to be the last one on track moving. And he was. I think we're just going to have to really boil the rules down. I was saying some stuff earlier, but I think we got to change that. I might have given Cadillac CN a false win there, to be honest, but I don't think it'll matter in the scheme of things. Because it was only a round victory, and his opponent did get a round victory as well. So, kind of under the bridge. But, furthermore, I think unless we cannot tell that who crashed. I think it's whoever's on track. We're going to have to use the track itself. So let's say in this scenario, this is me thinking out loud, Nova flies off track, same place as Mustang. I think that's a redo. But since he's still on the track, even though he's upside down, he's still moving. So, yeah, it's sort of like an order of, on the track, moving last. Yeah. I'm going to give this to Nova. We're going to round 3. Upset? No freaking way. No way. I think he did it here. The Chevy Nova may have won a match. Let's check this out. Chevy Nova. Both get clean starts. Nova literally almost crashes, but he keeps it on track. What a victory. What an ender. Well, I never saw this coming. I don't think either of these cars, unfortunately. I believe this is a bow out from both of these cars. But what a bow out it was. I can't believe Nova comes out with a match victory here. This man struggled for like minutes on end to get starts. All of a sudden, this round, he's like getting them no problem. I don't know what was happening. Whew. Well. A better end than I expected. I expected like a horrible ending where like we were just doing restart after restart. Let's get this in and then we'll get back to our bracket to find out who is where at the end of our Swiss. Well, I wanted to get this up quickly. Give me 1 second here while I get to a better position. Sorry if you hear me clanging my mic around a little bit. I'm just trying to get to a better spot to review these results. I needed to update my bracket view too. I had a special view just for the bracket, but it wouldn't let me see the finals parts. I'll have to sort that out before I switch. See, I'm learning stuff. Learning. All right. So here we are at the final results of our LCQ. Baby Ruth with a commanding victory here at 5-0. Cadillac CN with a 4-1. Could have been a 3-2 if maybe might did a little scoring differently. But as you can see, the points difference was quite substantial. See that points difference way over on the side there. I don't think even losing the round there would affect any of the cars. I believe he was racing Aurora at the time, if I remember right. Either way, I don't think this would have affected results. The best, Cadillac would have lost a seed or two, but definitely wasn't anything significant. Let me just, hold on, let me verify. Trying to remember what round that was. He did Aurora last. And I'm like 99% sure. Yeah, because the other car had a win in the round. So I am sure that was the race it was from. So again, that wouldn't have affected Aurora. Aurora's still in top 5. Let's just keep going down the list. BMW Z3 at 3-2. Gets our 3rd place. Rounding out the podium. Aurora does come in with a 2-3. But at a 0 points diff. So that is the 4th place. Taxi with a -1 points diff. Does come in at number 5. He gets it by a points difference. And Shinobi, unfortunately, also a 2-3, but has a -3. Basically, this means that Taxi kept things closer in their 2-3 than Shinobi did. He got some more round victories. The round victories are crucial, and that proves that one. Our last match of the night, Chevy Nova and Mustang GT, was literally a battle for last place. And unfortunately for the Mustang, he lost. I mean, Chevy Nova actually does get 7th here. Mustang ending up in last. And honestly, this car I expected to possibly qualify. He had a pretty decent wild card when he was driving it. I think the inconsistency of the convertible Mustang GT is the issue here. While he is fast and he looks nice, he's not consistent on the track. He can only get maybe a lap or 2 before he gets a little unruly and departs for the Shadow Realm. So, while the last race was unfulfilling as far as the future of these cars, it was a good one. So we will be saying goodbye to Shinobi, the Chevy Nova, and the Mustang GT convertible. They will not be moving on from this LCQ, whereas Baby Ruth, Cadillac CN, BMW Z3, Aurora, and Taxi will be in that order. They will be getting the last seeds in our bracket. So Taxi at 32nd seed, Aurora 31st, BMW at 30, Cadillac CN at 29, and Baby Ruth will be in the 28th seed in the bracket. With that is the end of our stream tonight. Hitting almost exactly 3 hours. Wow, that's pretty nice. If you have stopped by at any point to see this, thank you for watching. If you've caught it somewhere else, like YouTube, also thank you for watching. You can find out more about our schedule on our Twitch channel. And follow all of our socials at the link tree you see in the top left, Linktree SCR Live. Has all of our things. We're going to be updating our rules. It has those there. It has all of our brackets, including future brackets. You can find the future event to main event. Swiss will be there. We will be adjusting quite the format for that. I mean, we will not have this many rounds. This is a heavy amount of rounds here. I wonder about doing best of fives though, with round differentials being such a big factor. Think about that. But it does make a lot of races. We have all of our cars now, though, for the main event. Everyone is in from our open qualifiers, who have been waiting a very long time to start this event. And then we have our wildcard set, probably the biggest group of the event. And now we have our final 5 LCQ qualifiers who round out the 32 cars going into the main event. That will be coming up this week. We will have the beginning of our bracket. I don't know how many rounds of Swiss yet we will be doing, so that's TBD. You can follow along, again, probably at best our Twitter to find out stuff like that as we get it updated before the race. All right, that's going to do it for me. I hope you are having a good day, night, whatever's going on in your life. I hope you found these little cars entertaining. I know there's a lot of restarts in this one. We only had a couple replay bugs. That's good. I think we had some good races in there too. So, thank you once again, and good night.